Hi guys, nice to meet you. If you don't know, my name is Tom Savage. You can call me Tom. At the moment, I'm 17 years old and I decided don't go to university. Yeah, and I will become a self-taught person. I will learn how to become a software engineer on Google, and yeah, that's it. The purpose of this channel that I want to live streaming myself learning to code. I will record my journey from now to 1 year next. How I want to see how am I become 1 year next when I decide become a self-taught person, don't go to university. Yeah, if I can get a job in Google, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, or Spotify, I will bring it for you guys. Yeah, it's a good way, right? And you guys will have like a good way to learn how to go to get a job in Google or Apple, Amazon. Yeah, and my dream job is Google. Today, I want. I'm a beginner. I'm a beginner, 100% beginner. I have never learned code. Yeah, I do before, but I 100% almost 100% from zero, and I'm a beginner. I live stream. I don't. I live stream myself learning. Not I live stream myself teach you. I'm just like I'm not a professional. I'm a student, and I want to live stream myself, learning to code, use and maybe is just for fun. And here, learn to code for free. Free Code Camp is 100% for free. If you build projects or certifications since 2014, more than 14,000 freecodecamp.org graduates have gotten jobs at tech companies including Apple, Google, Microsoft, Spotify, Amazon. I think this website, I will learn this website. Um, get started, it's free. Yeah, why not? I will go continue with Google. Let me see. Let's I read it. So welcome to FreeCodeCamp's curriculum. Please slow down and read this. FreeCodeCamp is a proven path to your first software developer job. More than 40,000 people have gotten developer jobs after completing this, including a big companies like Google and Microsoft. If you are new to programming, we recommend you start at the beginning and earn these certifications. In order to earn each certification, building its 5 required projects and get all their tests to pass. You can add these certifications to your resumes or LinkedIn, but more important than the certifications is the practice you get along the way. If you feel overwhelmed, feel give I want I cannot do it, I give up. That's normal. Programming is hard. Practice is the key. Practice, practice, practice. And this curriculum will give you thousands of hours of hands-on programming practice. And if you want to learn more math and computer science theory, we also have thousands of hours of video courses on FreeCodeCamp's YouTube channel. If you want to get a developer job or freelance clients, programming skills will be just part of puzzle. You also need to build your personal. I think it's good though. So I'm a beginner. I started from this tutorial and see how I am become 1 year next. And it's sing it in your professional is free, right? I sing it. I continue with Google. I sign up with Google. Okay, welcome freecodecamp.org G. Nothing will work unless you do. Good vote. If you are new to coding, we recommend you start at the beginning. Here, I will start. I'm a beginner. I will start from this web responsive web design certification. I start from this and we learn from this through this to this. Responsive web design certification. Here, we have updated our responsive web design curriculum. If you were previously working on the responsive web design curriculum, so like this is the new web responsive website, and I will learn from this. In this responsive web design certification, you'll learn the languages that developers use to build web pages. HTML, hypertext markup language for content, and CSS cascading style sheets for design. I need to check how my live stream are. Let me see. I don't know how it's work right now. Where is my? This is the first time. Where is my? Here I'm live stream now. My web web start. I'm a beginner. Yeah, it's so cool, right? This is the first time of myself. Live stream have no view. I will try my best. No problem. For design, first you'll build a cat photo app to learn the basics of HTML and CSS. Later, you'll learn modern techniques like CSS rivals. Oh, I don't know how to spell this, pronounce this word. I will translate. I'm not a native speaker. I'm Vietnamese people. I'm from Vietnam. If I don't know anything, I will translate it. Variables, yeah. Yes, variables by building a penguin and best practice for accessibility by building a website. Finally, you'll learn how to make web pages that respond to different screen sizes by building a photo gallery with Flexbox and a magazine article laid out with CSS Grid. So we have course here. We have lots of cards here. I don't know how to say, but yeah, I just learned from the begin and up to the end, and see how it works next year. Try best. Cards learn HTML by building a cat photo app. Yeah, I have done some lessons for test. HTML tags give a web page its structure. You can use HTML tags to add photos, buttons, and other elements to your web page. In this course, you'll learn the most common HTML tags by building your own cat photo app. Here. So here we have HTML. It means hypertext markup language. Yeah, HTML elements have opening tags like h1 and closing tags like h1. The text for an element goes between its opening and closing tags. find the h1 element and change its text to. So here we have this. We have cat photo app here, and we can say hello world, and it will appears hello world on your web page hello world here, and I will change it cat photo app, and check your code, control enter, submit, and go to next challenge. Congratulations, your code passes. Submit your code to continue. Yeah, submit and go to challenge. Here, step 2. The H1 through H6 heading elements are used to signify the importance of content. Below them, the lower the number, the higher the importance. So H2 elements have less importance than H1 elements. Only use one H1 element per page and place lower importance headings below higher importance headings. Below the H1 element, add an H2 elements with this text category. So we have the heading 1 is cat photo. I will add the heading 2 with cat photo is when we. Oh my god, I still not professional in typing. So we will see that H1 is H1 importance more importance than H2, right? Here we will see that. Check your code. Yeah, congratulations, your code passes. Submit your code to continue. It's cool. We do it. Next challenge. Step 3. The P element is used to create a paragraph of text on website. So the P element used to create a paragraph of element. So used to create a paragraph of text on website. Create a P element below your H2 element and give it the following text. So here we need to opening tag. When we have opening tag and closing tag, we have P element here, and we will have the text. Click. Oh my god, here to more cat photos. We will see that we will have a light text here. Click here to view more cats. So you know the meaning of P elements, right? P elements is used to create a paragraph of text on websites. Create a P element. Yeah, check your code. Congratulations, your code passes. Submit your code and go to continue. Cool, super cool, right? Commenting allows commentings. Do you know commentings? Commentings allows you to leave messages without affecting the browser display. It also allows you to make code inactive. A comment in HTML starts with this and contains any number of lines of text and ends with this. For example, the comment here contains the text to do remove h1. Oh, I know this. So You know commons here. Yeah, I will make an example for you. Commons. You will see that when common starts with here. You see common start with this, and common ends with this. All right. When we write something here, it it isn't appears on our web page. For example, when I told something more like h1 um, here, hello world, it appears here, but when we comment, it doesn't appear. Do you understand? Right? It doesn't appear. So add a comment above the p element with this text. So above we need to add one what we need to add one uh, one comment above the p element with this text. So we uh, uh, to do faster, you can do control with to do faster. You can do this. You can type this. Your comments will appears here. I will do it for you. To do this, you just control and this just here. I will do it for you, and yeah, it appears. Add link to cat photos. Check your code. Not oh, your comment should contain the text. To do oh, I forget. I do it again. To do add link to cat photos. Yeah, congratulations, your code passed. Submit your code and continue. Step 5. HTML5 has some elements that identify different content areas. These elements make your HTML easier to read and help with search engine optimization,
Optimism.
optimization, and accessibility. Okay. So up to this time, we have learned a lot of elements, right? We learn about H1, H2, B elements. Uh, is have each elements have each meaning um, to have meaning and yeah, identify different contents. These elements make you easier to read and help with search engine optimization and accessibility. Identify the main section of this page by adding a main and opening tag after the h1 element. Add and a main closing tag after the p element. Oh, so like identify the main section of this page. Identify the main. So we add main opening tag, main opening tag after the h1, right? And main closing tag here. Am I right? Oh, your main elements opening tag should be below. Oh, below the elements order. After is mean this, right? Oh, closing. Your main elements closing tag should be below the p element. You have them in the wrong order. Okay, alright. So I should here Congratulations, your code passes. Submit your code and continue. Good, 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 good. Cool, 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 cool. It's super cool. In the previous step, you put the A2 comment and P elements inside the main element. This is called nesting. Nested elements should be placed to space further to the right of the element they are nested in. This spacing is called indentation, and it used to make HTML easier to read. The H2 element and the comment are indented to space more than the main element in the code below. Use the space bar on your keyboard to add 2 more space in front of the P element so that it is indented properly as well. Oh, it means that I understand. I understand. It means that yeah, we need to like use the space bar on your keyboard to add 2 more space, 1, 2, in front of the P element so that it's indented, indented, so it is indented properly, so it makes you easier, it makes you easier to read, to read. Okay, congratulations, your code passes. Submit your code and continue. Great. Step 7. You can add images to your website by using the image, or by using image element. So when you want to add a photo on your website, yeah, here we just have tags. We just now here in our page we have heading 1, heading 2, and a paragraph text. So if you want to add an image, so you need to use image element. Image elements have an opening tag without a closing tag. Oh, so for P element, you see this on the 7 lines. We see that P element has opening tag and closing tag, but for image, it just have it just has an opening tag and without a closing tag. A tag for an element without a closing tag is known as well self-closing tag. So it can be called like self-closing tag. Add an image element below the P element. At this point, no image will show up in the browser. So we add an image element, but because it just an opening tag without a closing tag. Here is right. Yeah, just like this is an element image. At this point, no image will show up in the browser. What is it? Just submit and go to the next challenge. HTML attributes are special words used inside attributes. All attributes. HTML attributes are special words used inside the opening tag of an element to control the element's behavior. The src attribute in an image element specifies the image URL where the image is located. An example of an image element using an src attribute here. Inside the existing image element, add an src attribute with this URL. Oh, so here we this is just an image element. This in 8 lines. This is just an image element, and now we adding an attribute src here, right, and copy this here. Oh, a cat picture appears on our page. Great, right? It's so great. Oh, do you understand? I understand a little bit. It's easy to understand, right? I think so. Our image elements should have an RLT attribute. The RLT attribute's text is used for screen readers to improve accessibility and is displayed. If the image fails to load, I don't know, load, there, yeah, I pronounced it right. For example, here, oh, has an RLT attributes. Also, I understand. Here we have like this image here. Yeah, we already have this image, but yeah, now we add RT here. Cute. We writing it first. We write it first. A cute orange cat lying on its back. So yeah, it's mean yeah, just add it first here. So I will cancel this first. When yeah, now our picture disappear on the app. So we will see that if we don't have picture, a text will appears like a cute orange cat lying on its back. But when we have photo, oh, when we have photo, we will have a cat photo and a text will disappear. Right? Understand? I understand. Easy, right? Now we have heading 1, heading 2, a page, text, and a photo. It's cool. Yeah, building a website is super hard. I think so. Just like this, yeah, just imagination. Yeah, like YouTube, Here, we will see that yeah, YouTube have everything. Like this is like heading 1, heading 2, elements here. Oh my god, a lot of things. We need to build. You can link to another page with the anchor element, anchor. You can link to another page with the anchor element. For example, oh, what word link to freecodecamp.org add an anchor element after the paragraph that links to. I understand. Yeah, this is our app, right? So here, let me see. When you want to add a link to your app, like a link here, let me see. We need to an opening anchor. and a closing anchor closing tag, and opening anchor tag. And when we type it, we type here, and it will disappear for you a link here. um, oh, I'm wrong. No, it's not that. So we need to have an attribute HR. We need to have an attribute this. Href. We need to have an attribute href, like this attribute here. No, here. What? No links. Yeah, at this point, the link won't show up in the preview. Preview. Okay, no problem. But we do it right. We do it right. Congratulations, your code passes. Submit your code to continue. Okay, we will go to another. A link's text must be placed between the opening and closing tags on a link's text must be placed between the opening and closing tags of an anchor. Oh, so this means like this. Here, a link you want to here, it will disappear here, here. You see. Uh, Click here. Yeah, click here. You say that. Click here. Click here to go to the code cam. Yeah. So when you click on this link, it will move you. It will derive you or move you from another link. Move you to another link. If this link will move you from your app to another website. Understand? So we need to change this to cat photo. Submit and go to next challenge. You can see the words cat photos underlined text to the image in the previous now. That's your link. Feel free to give. You can see the words cat photo. Yeah, here I see the cat photo here. Underline text. Underline text to the in how to say this? Image in the preview now. That's your link. Feel free to give it. Yeah, so we click on it, and normally this link would bring you to another website. It works. This is link. Okay. In the text, your P element turn the words cat photos into a link to here by nesting these words inside a. Oh, I understand. So we want this text. We want this tag turn to a link, not a paragraph. We want to turn it a link. So we need to like nesting these words inside a new anchor element. So we need to have an opening anchor and closing anchor, and no, nothing appears here. What the heck? Really? We need to have an attribute h. Yeah, we need to have an attribute, and then uh, from text it will turn to a link. Okay, understand? So we copy it. Huh? Cat photos. Oh, just only cat photos. Just only cat photos, not whole text. So we remove this and we just wrap it. Just cat photo. Oh, just cat photo, not dots. Okay. So we remove this. We come to here. Congratulations, your code passes. Submit your code and continue. Great. Step 13. Now that you turn the text cat photos inside the P element into a link, you don't need the second link below the P element. Delete. Oh my god, this is the first time I do my. I will start. Yeah, nobody, no views. I will start. Yeah, nobody. Later, you learn more than a line text here. Click here to view more text so you know the main images to your website by using the image or by using image element. Oh my god, this is the first time. This is the first time I live streaming and have no view. I will try my best, so it's really hard here. Oh my god, have one people here. Hello there. Are you a human? Are you a human? Hello. Why you click on my video? Tell me the reason, please. Do you want to say something? Oh my god, this is the first time I like recording myself, live streaming, learn how to code. Oh, I have one person here. Who is he? One people are watching me. It's interesting. Oh, it's hard. It's hard. It's really hard. I don't know how to say, but it's. I need to learn now. Step 13. Now that you turned the text cat photos inside the P element. Okay, yeah, I have already turned the text cat photo to a link. You don't need the second link below the P element. Delete, 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 delete the entire anchor element below the P element. Okay, I will here. Oh, I will delete here. Yeah, congratulations, your code passed. I think that I need to change my. I think that I need to change my. I think that I need to change my. So for B element, you see this on the 7 lines. We see that B element has opening tag and closing tag, but for image it just has an opening tag. I think that I will turn it to this a tag because for an element without a closing tag is known as well self-closing tag. So it can be called like self-closing tag. Add an image element below the B element. At this point, no image will show up in the browser. So we add an image I love element, this feeling. But because it just an opening tab without a closing tab. Yeah, it's right. Yeah, just like this. You see an element. Have one people watching me. At this point, no image will show up in the browser. I don't know who. Just submit and go to the challenge. I think it's cool, right? HTML attributes are special words used inside here. Attributes are attributes are. Oh my god, I don't know how to check this. Let me see. Oh, this is the first time. It's really hard. I don't know how to say. I'm so like scaring and so side. I don't know how to change this. I'm so shy. Have two people. Have one people watching me. Hello there. Nice to meet you. Oh my god, I'm so shy there. This is the first time. This is the first time I live streaming myself and speaking. So scared. Hello, do you have any comment for my content? Like this is the first time. So no problem. You will not comment. I know it. I don't know how to say, but does it? I don't know how to change this. Because if I don't do it, change here. It's more like this. Here. Enough. Okay. Okay, so now we have get photo app. Add a target. Step 14. Add a target attribute. If you have something you want to ask me or message with me, just comment below. I will like see and reply you. Ah, this is the first time. Add a target attribute with the value blank to the anchor elements opening tab, so that the link opens in a new tab. Oh, so I understand. Here, uh, here, like when you have this link, uh, your page, your app, your website, yeah, your website have this link, right? When people click on click on click to click on your link, and yeah, it will move you move from your website to another website. But if you target if we put target if we put target blank, and when you click on this link, it will move you from this website to another website. How to say? It's hard to say. Yeah, let's preview here. Preview here. When I click on it, okay, no, but I don't know how. Do you understand? But I do it. No, your anchor element does not have a target RGB. Our target. I need to have target RGB. Target RGB blank here. Congratulations, your code passed. Submit your code and continue. Oh my god, nice to meet you there. Do you still online? Oh, just have one. Oh, who are watching me? Yeah, who are watching me? Turn the image into a link by shrouding. Yeah, we not only we our website not only just turn a text to a link, but we can turn an image to a link too. So how can we do it? We just nest it. We just nest uh, an image to a link here. this is our image element. If you want to turn this photo to a link, you just next an opening anchor and closing anchor, and then give it a href attribute, and then put your domain website you want to go here. Congratulations, your code passes. Submit your code. Continue challenge. Cool. Before adding any new content, you should make use of a section element. Before adding any new content, you should make use of a section. Oh, so element to separate, separate. Before adding any new content, you should make use of a section element to separate the cat photos content from the future content. Take all the elements currently located with the main element and nest them in a section. Oh, so I understand. So here, in our web, oh, in our website, you have cat photo app, cat photo app heading, cat photos head, and here, we have section. Do you understand section? I understand section. Section. Yeah, we need the section opening tag and section closing tag. Here, right? Does it right? Oh, congratulations, your code passes. Submit your code and continue. Like it will separate the cat photos content from the future content. So this is section 1. In the future, we will have a lot of sections, section 2, section 3, section 4, like that. Separate. I'm sorry, I don't have money. Step 17. It is time to add a new sections. I think that I need to watch myself to encourage myself to have view. Yeah, have no view. Called passes. I have 2 people here. We have 2 people. Interesting. I have view. In the first day I live stream, I have view. I'm happy. Mm. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for watching me. I really love. Thank you for watching me first. I will try step 17. It is time to add a new section. Add a second section element below the existing section element. So now we have section 1 here with or this like tags section 1 here. Section 1 we have cat photo app, cat photos. Click here to tags and an image. So we add with opening sections and closing section. Section closing tag here, and yeah, now closing. So like this h1. Yeah, we like that. Do you understand? I think that I understand. Congratulations, your code passes. Submit your code to continue. Within the second section element, add a new h2 element with the text castelet. Okay, so I will adding one heading into I will adding one I will add one heading H2 like I will add one heading into section 2. I need to have H2 opening tags and closing tags. Yeah, congratulations, your code passed. Step 19. When you add a lower rank heading element to the page, it's implied when you add a lower rank heading implied implied that you are starting a new subsection subsections yeah subsections
Subsection.
After the last H2 element, after the last H2 element here, this is the last H2 element of the second section element. Yeah, this is the second section, and this is the first section at H3 elements. So if you still remember, we have H1, we have A2, we have A3. When we increase our number, you will see that the important go down here. Things catch love 8 3. Here we will have things cat loves here. Do you see things cat love? Check your code. No, things cat love. I do it right. Things cat love. Oh, I forget to add how to say this. I don't know, but yeah, congratulations, your compass meet you. Oh my god. Step 20. After the H3 element with the things cast love text, add an unordered list. Unordered list note that nothing will be displayed at this point. Oh, so here we have cat list things cat loves. So yeah, I know that this step 1 2 you will do this. We need to opening tags UL element and closing tag UL element. It means that when you next step you will create a list that cat love. I know it. Use list item. Use li use item li element to create items in a list. Here is an example of list items in an ordered linked list. So yeah, we see this here within UL element nest 3 list items to display 3 things cats love. I'm right. When this is cat list, things cat loves, our web page have this, and you want to add a list that cat love, we need to use UL and we need to nest 3 lists. Li closing tag and opening tag and closing tag. Oh my god, I need to speak to remember everything like this. Live stream helped me a lot. Like I'm not only learning by myself, but I still teaching. It's by Huh? Forget. Oh, I forget. I don't know. Thuyết tương đối. Am Albus Einstein. How to say? Albus Einstein. I forget his name. Actually, I forget his name. Einstein. Albus Einstein. How to say this? Oh my god, I forget. I forget to say his name.
Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein. Like when I'm live streaming, when I'm streaming myself, learning code. I'm not only learning, but I'm teaching too. I'm teaching what I have learned, and then I speak. I teaching is like a method of Albert Einstein. When you learn something, but you cannot explain for children, you are not learning. You should have three li elements with the text catnips. Oh, we need to have text. Here I'm right. After the Albert Einstein unordered. After the unordered, let's add a new image with an src attribute value set to. Oh, I understand. So after an ordered list, add a new image with an src attribute value set to. Mm. Oh my god, my neck is. I need to clear my neck is hurting. So after this list, I after this list, after this list, the list I add another link or one more link, like a link, a slice of plus on plate. Here we need an opening tag and closing tag of anchor, and then we need to have an attribute href, and we nested it. We nest we net a link was nested in this, and need to have a we need to have text, a slice of cluster on a plate. Oh, I'm wrong. An image element, or not an angle, an image here. And so an image is closing tag. Oh, I understand. I'm wrong. Oh my god. So after these links, we need to add an image. Remember, image is self-closing tag, and in image we need to add two attributes. First attribute, it is href, and the second attribute is rlt. Here, and here a slice of lasagna on a plate. I'm still wrong. What the I forget that image doesn't have href elements attributes. Instead of have this, we need to change this. Congratulations, your code passes. Submit your code to continue. Ah. Interesting, right? Now we have done like this. Oh, this is the image. The figured element represents self-contained. You associated an image in a caption. What the figured element represents self-contained and will allow you to associate it with an image with a caption. That's the image you just added within a figured element. I don't understand this. What is this mean? We check your code. Your figured element should have an opening tag. Element name. Contain. Oh, let me see. Self-contained. I don't understand what is it mean. I just do. I don't understand. What the heck is this? Oh, so figure. I just know figure element represents self-contained. Oh, self-contained and will allow you associated with an image. So figure at first it is a figure have opening tag and closing tag. All right. Element represents self-contained allow you associated an image with caption. Oh, let me see. I don't understand. I will like translate whole. What's interface? I'm getting. What do you think? What does it mean? Let me see. I just know it. What? What is this? The figured element represents self-contained and will allow you associated image. Yeah, I just do it. Okay, we will pass this. I done it. I will pass. A figured caption elements is used to add a caption in to describe the image contained within. After image in figured element, add a figured caption element with text. Understand? Here we have a picture. A picture here. We want this picture have caption. So we need to add figured and figured caption. So first we need to add figured caption element with closing tags, figured caption, and closing tag, figured caption, and then we add text on fig caption. Cat loves last summer. Wrong. Let's see. Should know your figure cursor element next in feature. Below or below here. Below, not under. Here. Yeah. Oh, I know it. I know it. So figured element. Figured. Figure element and caption element is mean that make your image have caption. Oh, understand. Easy, right? Mm. Emphasize the word love in. Oh, my neck is have a big trouble problem with my neck. Emphasize. Emphasize the word love. Emphasize. Also, if here we have caption, if you want to emphasize the word love in the caption element by wrapping it in an emphasis. So we have new terms here. Element is mean that when you want to emphasize love in this caption, you need to add element, opening tags, and you need to add opening tags and closing tag. Here you will see that love is emphasize. Oh, emphasize. Congratulations, your code passes. Submit your code and continue. Anybody? Oh, just one pupil. Uh, now, when you need to add M opening tags and I'm right. When you see Catalyst, things Catalyst, our web page have this, and you want to add a list that Catalyst, we need to use UL and an opening tag and closing tag. Oh my god. What I have learned and then I speak, I teaching is like a method of Albert Einstein. When you learn something, but you cannot explain for children, you are not learning. Here, I'm right. After. Oh my god. Also. Oh my god. Yeah, no problem here. Oh, this is my journey. After the figure element, add another H3 element with the text. Top 3 things cats hate. I hate. After the figure element, add another H3 element with the text. After figure element, add another H3 element with the text. Top 3 things cat hate. Oh, I have a big trouble with my neck. H3. H3 have like opening tags and closing tag. Remember? Top 3 things cats hate. Submit and go to next channel. Congratulations, your code passes. Submit your code and continue. the code for an ordered list, a code for an ordered list, OL,
OL.
OL. A list OL is similar to an unordered list, but list items in an ordered list are numbered when displayed after the second section elements. Last H3 element add an ordered list with these three listings. Oh, I understand. So if you want to make a list top three things cat hate in your website, first you need to use UL element with opening tags and closing tag, and then you need to next three or OL opening tag and closing tag here. Uh, and then you just write the content of three things cat hate. Thunder. Other cats. What? Cat hate other cats? Really? Oh, I'm wrong. Ours should be above the second sections. Should be above the second section elements closing tag. I don't understand quite much. Oh, understand. So instead of using UL, you need to use OL, and then you just use LI. Am I right? Congratulations, your code passes. So we continue. I know it. After the ordered, let's add another figured element. Okay, we add another figure. I know. Next step we will have another image and we will have another caption. I swear with you guys. Remember, figure element have closing and open and closing tag. Congratulations, your code passes. Inside the figure element, you just added next an image element with a src attribute. So yeah, we will add another picture on another picture in our website here. Remember, an image element is self-closing tag. We need to have sources from this link, and wow, we have a beautiful pictures with 5 cats. Beautiful. Congratulations, your code passed. Submit your code and continue. To improve accessibility.
Accessibility.
To improve accessibility of the image, you just edit. Oh, so when your web page have problem that your picture doesn't appears, and then you can display for people by use RLT attributes and give the content that file has looking around a field. Uh, the text it doesn't appear at the moment, but when we don't have when the picture doesn't appear, then the text will appear. Submit and go to next channel. Congratulations, your code passes. Submit your code to continue. Good. After the last image element, add a fit caption element with the text cast here. So we need to have a caption for this picture. We add fit caption. Remember, fit caption has opening tag and closing tag. And then we add the caption cat hate other cats. Congratulations. 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 The strong element is used to indicate the strong element is used to indicate that indicate. The strong element is used to indicate that some text is of strong importance or urgent. Oh, I understand. So, like strong element, when this is our caption in this website, here in this caption, you want to emphasize this love, so you use an element. So now we have another caption. We want to strong element. We want to strong the hate in this text. We use strong element. Remember, strong have open and closing tag, right? I think so. Congratulations, your code passes. And now you will see that hate word will be strong. Oh, it's time to add a new section. Yeah, so do you remember what section mean? So this is section 1 here. This is section 1 and this is section 2. Section 2. Section element is just separate your content in your website. It's just make you easy to read code. I think so. So this is section. This is a second closing tag of section. Second section. We have section third section with opening and closing tag. You need to remember that. Congratulations, your code passes. Submit your code and continue. Inside the third section element, add an H2 element with the text card form. Card form. Remember here. So you will see that card form here. This is a heading 2. This is the heading 1 is it is the most important heading of our web page. This heading it explains what your content of your web page, and this is less important. This heading 2 it is less important than heading 1. You see. Oh my god, who is beautiful girl? Beautiful girl. beautiful girl message with me. Now you will add a web form to collect information from user. After the cat form heading, add a form. Yeah, it's so distraction when have girls message with me. I need to like how to say ignore it. I will ignore it. Oh my god. Even it's a beautiful girl, but I will ignore. I'm 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 live stream and I need to consistency with it. Discipline. Now you will add a web form to collect information from users. After the cat form heading, add a form element. Oh, my neck is fucking really have a big problem, big trouble. Oh, now you will add a form. I want to see how many people watching. Whoa, no people. Oh my god, I'm so boring. The star. Yeah, today is so successful because I have two views. I have two views for the first day. It makes me very happy. Now you will add a web form to collect information from user. Oh my god, it's that big trouble with my neck. Actually, I need to straighten this. Oh, it's have big trouble with my neck. So I need to change. I need to change this. What's this? Oh, yeah. Oh, so step 35. Now you will add a web form to collect information from user. After the cat form heading, add a form element. Now you will add a web form to collect information from user. What? What form mean? Form. Form. A web form. Web form to collection. So we need to add form element. I don't know what is form element mean, but yeah, I just do to like uh, form is mean. Step 36. The action. What the action attribute indicators where form data should be sent. For example, form action tells the browser that the form data should be sent to the path. What? What? I don't know what is it mean. It's hard here. The action attribute indicators where form data should be sent. For example, form action. The action attribute indicators where form data should be sent. Oh, understand. So, oh, my neck have big trouble. Has big trouble. Tells the browser. Oh my god, I have one. I I have one view. I don't know who this is. I have one view. Hello there. Are you a real pupil? Are you a real pupil? Hey, tell me, are you a real pupil? Oh, you out. Oh my god, I'm so boring though. Yeah, I need to try my best. Ui, 11 phút luôn. Actually, that. Hello there. Who are you? Hello there. Who are you? Oh my god. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my channel, my content. So sorry because not professional. This is the first time. I will try my best. But this is the first time I have a lot of mistake. I have a lot of mistake. So if you have anything want to say, just comment below. Just put comment, and I will fix it. Do you understand? Oh my god, he out. I forget it. Oh my god, I'm sorry about it. I need to change my computer. Here is more easy to. Oh, you're right. Nice to meet you. Thank you for watching my content. This is the first day. I'm not a professional, but I will try my best. Thank you for watching my video. If you love my content, if you like my content, you can subscribe. Um, can you subscribe my channel? I will try my best consistency to learn code. Step 36. The action attribute indicators where from. I'm from Vietnam. I'm Vietnamese pupil, but I want. I'm training my. I'm training my English. I'm training my English. So I just speak English. But sometimes, if I don't understand anything, I will speak Vietnamese language. I'm 17 years old. Nice to meet you. I'm really happy when I have like one pupil watching me. It's make me really happy. The action attribute indicators where form data should be sent. For example, action. So like form, we have form here. We need to um like I don't know. Actually, I don't know. So when form we will have in form element we will have action like attribute 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 and then like this. I don't know. I just make to this. Um, I just do follow. I just follow. Oh, the input element allows you several ways to collect data from a web form like image element. Input elements are self-closing and do not need closing tags. Next, an input element in the form element. I understand right now at the moment. So um, let's I put here input 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 is self-closing tag or opening tag. I don't know. I just try. Here we have an input tags. We have an input par. You see? So I know. So form element first when you want. We forget it. Forget everything like this. Forget. We just Yeah, forget everything like this. So when you want to have an input bar, 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 bar. And so if you want to have an input bar, first you need to have form. You need to have form element, form element, and then in form element you nest an input. So here we will have an input bar. So easy, right? And then when you type something like this, when you type some text and you choose enter, you want this text. This text will like action attribute will store will store will sort will sort will sort sorted no sorted. Safe, yeah, safe. Oh my god. So like so when you type something and then you enter, thank you, submit responsive. Yeah. So you enter your information will go to action, will go to the link here, and your information will be saved in that link like this. That's missing. I don't know how to say, but like, oh my god, Facebook. Yeah, like that, kind of like that. I understand. Oh my god, no. Self-talk. This is a self-talk coder. There are many kinds of inputs you can create using the type art. There are many kinds of inputs you can create using type attribute. You can easily create a password field, reset pattern, or a control to let users select a file from their computer. Create a text field to get the text input from a user by adding the type attribute with the value text to oh, input element. So here we have like input bar, right? We have input bar. So we have like a lot of our kind of like inputs. We have a lot of kinds of inputs like this. The type, we need to add type attribute if you want to have like text input. Here is text input. So but you want to like have like password input. If you want to have password input here, you will have. I understand. Do you understand? I think that I understand. It's easy, right? Easy. Yeah. In order for a form's data to be accessed by the location specified in the action attribute, you must give the text field name attribute and assign it a value to represent the data being submitted. For example, you could use the following syntax for an email address text field. Add the name attribute with the value. What the what is this? In order for a form, in order for form, in order for forms data to be accessed by the location specified I don't know. I don't understand actually. If you don't understand anything, yeah. If I don't understand anything, I translate it and I relearn it. It's it's so simple. In order forms the head text in the action attribute, you must give the text field name attribute and assign it a value to represent the data being submitted. For example, you could use the following syntax for the email text field. Oh my god, my face is not good though. Do you understand this? Do you understand in this my viewer? Hello viewer. Do you hear me? Can you hear me? I don't know. I don't know this. What kind of step here? Are you like coder? Can you teach me something? I actually don't understand anything. Seriously. I don't know what is name attribute is like what kind of meaning of it is. What kind of meaning of name attribute is? Can you explain for me, viewer? Hey viewer. Hey viewer. Oh my god, viewer. He appears. Oh my god. I don't know what is name attribute is. Like add name attribute with value cut for I actually need to like how to say để dữ liệu biểu mẫu trong khai để dữ liệu của biểu mẫu có thể được truy cập theo vị trí chỉ định trong một tính hành động. Bạn phải cung cấp cho trường trường văn để đại diện cho dữ liệu đang được bạn sử dụng pháp để dữ liệu của biểu mẫu có thể được truy cập theo vị trí chỉ định trong thuộc tính hành động. Bạn phải cung cấp cho trường văn bản một thuộc tính tên gắn nó một giá trị đại diện cho đang được gửi. Bạn có thể sử dụng cú pháp từ trường văn bản email type thêm thuộc tính. I don't understand what the heck is this. I just do it. We add a name attribute in input careful. Yeah, I just placeholder 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 text is used to give people a hint about what kind of information to enter into an input. For example, input type text, placeholder email address. Oh, understand. So like when you have input part in your website here, and your clients don't know what I need to type in your input part. I don't know. So you can add a placeholder in input element, placeholder element, placeholder attribute in input element, to display your input part. Understand. I'm wrong something. A cat photo. Oh, here. This text not. Congratulations, your compassion with your content. To prevent a user from submitting your form when required information is missing, need to add the required attribute to an input element. There's no need to set a value to the required attribute. Just add the word required to the input element. So like in this is our website. So like this is like input part of our website. So you need to make sure that our you need to make sure users don't forget to submit your. So you need to require type. You need to add required element. Yeah, that then I understand. Actually, I understand. Use the person. Yeah, I need to like explain. If I don't explain, I will forget it. Yeah, you are learning, and you need to teaching. Use the person element to create the clickable person. For example, so here I understand person. Use the person element to create click person. For example, create a person with the text. Click here. Add a person element with the text submit below the input element. The default behavior of clicking a form person without any attributes the form to location specified in form's actions. Use the person element to create a clickable person. For example, person click here person creates a person with the text click here. Add a person element, the text submit below the input element. The default behavior of clicking a form person without any attribute submit form to location. So like here, we add person. We need to have person opening tags and person closing tag. I think so. And we need to have submit tag text. Yeah. So like when you type something and then you submit, okay, you submit. If you don't like the required attribute in the past our lesson is if you click submit but you don't do anything, you need is the required attribute mean. Oh my god, I need to become professional, need to do it. Even though you edit your person below the text input, they appear next to each other on the page. That's because both input and person elements are inline elements which don't appear on new lines. The person you edit will submit the form by default. However, relying on default behavior may cause confusion. Add the type attribute with the value submit to person to make it clear that it is a submit person. Even though you edit. Okay, I understand this passage. This paragraph is means like yeah, you can see that the input part and submit pattern it it they uh, uh, input part and submit they are they appear in the same line. It is can call like these elements are inline elements. These elements are inline elements. Understand? The pattern you edit will submit type attribute. So yeah, like the pattern, we have a lot of kind of patterns. So we need to, if you don't want to confuse, you can pattern submit. Yeah, super cool. Understand? You can use radial patterns for request where you want only. You can use radial patterns for question where you want only one answer out of multiple options. You can use radial patterns for questions. Oh, this radial patterns for question where you want only one answer out of multiple options. Here is an example of a radial pattern with the option of cat. Hmm. Remember that input elements are self-closing. Before the text input, add a radial pattern with the option set as indoor. So yeah, like this is the input part. Now we want to have input radial. We say that we input radial, and remember that input elements are self-closing. So we have a radio here, and we give it a indoor word. Easy. No, it's not easy. Your new input element should be above the existing input with type attribute set. Oh, what? So it our new input need to here. I do it. Label. Label elements are used to help associate the text for an input. Label elements are used to help associate the text for an input. Label? Oh, oh my god, create a website is super hard, not easy. We have done so far like this, but we have a lot of things need to understand. Like yeah, we need to overview heading 1, heading 2, p elements, image elements, heading elements, list elements, mm, uh, under un, under an underlist element uh, is this a underlist element, and we have input part, we have input type of text, password, we have pattern elements, we have input yeah, we learn a lot. We have link element label. Now we have label elements. Oh my god, it's have a lot of things to study, to learn, to remember. Label elements are used to help associate the text for an input element with the input element itself, especially for assistive technology like screen readers. Label. Label elements are used to help associate the text for an input element with input element itself, especially for assistive technologies like screen readers, makes it so clicking the word cat. So clicking. Also selects the corresponding radio person. Oh, I understand. It just makes you easy to read your code, right? Next radio button inside a label. Yeah, it's like that. It's kind of just like make you easy to read. I think so. The ID attribute is used. The ID attribute is used to identify specific HTML elements. Each ID attribute's value must be unique from all other ID values for the entire page. Oh, so like here, I think so. Like when we have a lot of H1, H2, H2, H3, you want to identify A2 the sixth lines with A2 from 12th line. You need to have ID attribute in that element. Understand? Add id attribute with the value indoor to the radio button. When elements have multiple attributes, the order of the attributes doesn't matter. Your radio button should have an id attribute. Right? Your radio button should have id attribute with the value. Oh, so I understand value. So this is we call this is element. We call so like for example, we call H1 opening tag and H1 closing tag. It is like uh, an element in HTML, and in element we have attribute like ID, type, and in ID we have value. We have value like indoor value. All understand. ID value. No, indoor value. Oh, it's really easy. Create another radio button below the first one. Create. Oh my god, I need water. I need water. Actually, really need water. What time is it now? It's just 3. And use way too easy to read or code. Oh my god. Oh, it's hard for me to create another radio button below the first one. Create another radar button below the first one. Nest it inside a label. I need to have a cup of water. Can you wait me? Cool. Create another radio button below the first one. Nest it inside a label element with outdoor as the label text. Create another radio button below the first one. So we create another radio button from the first one. Remember, radio button have input, and then we give attribute with value radio, and we will have like a radio button and nest it inside label element uh, um, and give it text with outdoor label. Give the radio button an ID attribute with outdoor, so give label ID with outdoor value. Should add an should not add you should not add an attribute. Should not add any attributes to either element. What the heck? No, but ID. ID attribute for input, not for label element. Understand? Oh fuck! Oh my god! Sorry when I. Oh my god! Sorry when I speak and not good. They have anybody. I don't know. This is the first day, no problem. Notice that both radio buttons can be selected at the same time. Noticed that both radio buttons can be selected. Oh, why my face not center of the camera? Notice that both radio buttons can be selected and at the same time. Yeah, here, let me see. Yeah, it's true. To make it so, selecting on radio button automatically uh, deselects in the order both buttons, but to make it just in the same time we just select one. So we need to buttons must have a name attribute with the same value at the name attribute in both radio. So we have another attribute in input. We set it indoor and outdoor value into that name value outdoor, and the same with the second. Okay, cool. If you selected the indoor radio, zoom it and here we just can choose one. In the past we can choose both, but now we just can choose one. Now if you select the indoor radio button and submit the form data for the form data for the button is based on its name and value attributes. Since your radio buttons do not have a value attribute, but the form data will include indoor and outdoor on, which is not useful when you have multiple buttons. Add a value attribute to both radio buttons. For convenience, set the button's value attribute to the same value as its ID attribute. What? I don't understand what does it mean actually. If you select the indoor radio button and submit the form, the form data for the button is based on its name. And value attributes since your radio buttons do not have a value attribute, the form data will include indoor outdoor on, which is not useful when you have multiple buttons. Add a value attribute to both radio buttons. To convenience, set the button's value attribute to the same. Actually, I don't understand. Nếu bạn chọn mẫu dữ liệu hiện mẫu sẽ các tên hay quảng cáo bị các nút video của bạn. Kind of, I don't understand so much, but I will follow. You need to add value attribute with the same values as ID attribute. So in value attribute, you set indoor value here value. Set outdoor. Quite understand. The field set element is used to group related inputs and labels together in a web form. Field set element is used to group related inputs and labels together in web form. Field set elements are block level elements, meaning that they appear on a new line. Next, the indoor and outdoor radar button within a field set element, and don't forget to indent the radar buttons. Here we nest indoor and outdoor radar buttons within filter set, and filter set I think is have closing and opening and closing tag, and then don't forget to indent the radar buttons. What is field set mean? Oh, so field set is mean that, yeah, like it will celebrate your radio buttons with another contents like input part and submit button. It will celebrate it, and it make readers easy to read. The legend element acts as a caption for the content in the field set element. It gives user content about what they should enter into that part of the form. Add a legend element with the text "Is your cat an indoor or outdoor?" Oh, so now we have this field set. This kind of is like is field set. Here you see that it is a field set, and you want to give your field set a caption. You need to use like a legend a legend element in your field set, and in and give it and write your caption, or outdoor or cat legend. Here we can see that we have like a caption in field set. Oh, should have closing tags. Oh, no, I don't want. Yeah, we write. Uh, Next, you are going to add some new form input elements. So add another field set element directly below the current field set. So yeah, field set is mean like you celebrate a burden input radio burdens with another content. I have a big trouble with my neck. Both field set elements should be above the text field. Oh, so I need to. It's easy, right? Here we have another field set under the first field set. The second field set is under the first field set field. So like now I need to add a caption for the second field set. So I need to have opening legend tag, legend element, and closing legend element, and then I give it a caption that which is what's your cat's personality. Really? Right, congratulations, your code passes. Forms commonly use checkbox. Forms commonly use checkbox for questions that may have more than one answer. For example, here's a checkbox with the option of tacos. Under the legend element, you must add it. You just add under the legend element. You just add an input with its type attribute set to checkbox and give it the option of loving. Let me see. So instead of we now we don't add like radio button. We add text box. First, you need to have input element, and remember input is self-closing tag, and we need to give input element attribute type with value text box, and then we give it a text like loving, and we will see that we have a text box here, loving. What's your cat's personality? Loving, right? Oh, the text loving should be located directly into the right of your text box. Make sure there is a space between the element and the text. Oh, here. Yeah, I forget to give it a space from make sure like we have separate the text and the element. Add an ID attribute with the value loving into the text box input. So you know this is ID attribute, and we give a loving value in ID attribute. For what? There's another way to associate an input element's text with the element itself. You can nest the text within a label element and add a for attribute with the same value as the input element's ID attribute. There's another way to associate an input element's text with the what? Associate for RGB. For what? There's another way to associate an input element's text with the element itself. You can nest the text within a label element and for attribute with the same value as input element's ID attribute. Associate the text loving with the checkbox by only nesting the text loving in a label and place it to the right side checkbox input. I don't know. What? Associate loving. Yeah. Associate text loving. Okay, so we nested it with label. Right? And place it to the right side of the checkbox. No longer loving should no longer be located directly to the right of your checkbox. It should be wrapped in label. Yeah, I already wrap it in label elements. Make sure there is a space between the two elements here. Ah, here. Ah, no. What I forget. There's another way to associate an input. Associate input element's text with the element itself. You can nest the text within a label. You can nest the text within a label. You can nest the text within a label element and add a for attribute with the same value as the elements. What? I don't understand. What does this mean? There's another way to associate an input element's text with the element itself. You can nest the text within a label element. There's another way to associate an input element's text. Or let me see. I don't understand so much. Should no longer be declared. Probably make sure there is a space between the elements. Hmm. There's another way to associate an input element's text with the element itself. Oh my god, I don't understand. To associate an input element text with element itself, you can nest the text within a label. Only nesting the text I understand. Only nesting the text loving in label. So only nest loving like label. Oh my god. For oh here understand. I don't know so much. Oh yeah, keep going, bro. Oh my god, it's really hard. I swear with you guys that it's super hard to create a website. You need to remember a lot of things, like this. Add the name attribute with the value person to the text box input here. Name attribute with personality value. Why you won't notice this in the browser? Doing this makes it easy for a server to process your web form, especially when there are multiple checkbox. Okay, understand. Add another text box after the one you just added. So we will create another text box. Remember, when you want to create text box, you need to have input element and type uh, attributes with like text box value, and then it's done with the second text box here, and we need to the ID attribute value should be lazy. We will add another value uh, attributes is ID value attribute with should have lazy value. The name attribute should be the same. Check OK check box text box. Also add a label element to the right of the new text box with the text lazy. You remember labels should have opening tags and closing tag and give it a text lazy. Make sure label element with the new text box using for attribute. Make sure to associate the label or text box. The name, the last checkbox, all the name is the same. Check that there is a baby or attribute within lazy. A new label should have a for attribute with the new same value as the ID attribute of the text checkbox you have either omitted. Congratulations! Oh my god, we finished! Add a final checkbox after the previous. Add a final. Oh, by the way. Add a final checkbox as you want with an ID attribute value of integer and energetic, and the name attribute should be the same as the previous checkbox. Also add a label element to the right of the new checkbox with text energetic. Make sure to associate the label element with the new checkbox. Oh my god. Here, I will create a new checkbox ID with ID attribute with energetic value and type. Definitely we need to type attribute with checkbox value and name attribute with the same value in the in as the previous checkbox checkbox and label. Then we label we have to for attribute with the same value as the previous ID, and then we need to have a text energetic. Remember, label have cells. Okay, cool. Like radio buttons, form data for selected checkbox are named. Like radio buttons, form data for selected checkbox are named. Like radio button, form data for selected checkbox are named. Value attribute pairs. Why the value attribute is optional. It's bad practice to include it while any checkbox or radio button on the page add value attribute. I don't understand what value attribute is. Like, what is meaning of value attribute? I don't know. I still don't know what is value attribute. like radio buttons form data for selected checkbox or name. Why the value attribute is optional is best practice to include it. Why a checkbox or radio buttons on the page. Add a value attribute to each checkbox for convenience. Set each checkbox value attribute to the same value as its ID attribute. Okay, I don't understand, but just what the heck it is? Why it's so? Okay. Oh my god, it's so crazy. It's lazy. Enchanted. Oh my god. Yeah. In order to make a text, in order to make a checkbox checked or radio button selected by default, you need to add the checked attribute to it. There's no need to set value to checked attribute. Instead, just add the word checked in the input element, making sure there is space between it and other attributes. Make first radio button and the first checkbox selected by default. Here, checked. Oh my god. No. There, here is the first. What? The first checkbox is here. So like, I think that's when we submit like this. Uh-huh. Like when we this, we need to submit. Like, it check. It check that have you click, have you choose checkbox yet, like that, and like this the check attribute is like it check you have you click on check beta button or checkbox yet. Now you will add a footer section to the page. Footer, yeah, do you know footer? After main element footer, 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 footer. Here. Oh, footer. I think footer. What is footer? Uh, uh, footer element. Next, a P element with the text no copyright. P. No copyright free cocaine. Oh, here. I know footer. Footer is mean like, let me see. Oh, footer is mean like the bottom, the content, the bottom content of your website. Make the text free cocaine in a link. uh, in a link by enclosing it in an anchor. So make this the text here. This text on website become a link. We need to warp it. We need to warp it in an anchor element and give it href attribute with this link value. And yeah, congratulations, you have this text turned to a link. Notice that everything you've added to the page so far is inside the body element. Oh, here. Our page contain elements that should be. Notice that everything you've added to the page so far is noticed. Ah, notice that everything you've added. Notice that everything you've added to the page so far is inside the body element or page contain elements that should be rendered to the page to inside the body element. However, other important information goes inside the head element. What? Hmm. The title element determines what browsers show in the title bar or tab for the page. Add a title element within the head element using the text below. What does it mean? The title element. The title element determines what browsers show in the title bar. Title element determines what browsers show in the title bar or tab for the page. Title element determines what browsers show in the title bar or tab for the page. Oh, understand. Okay. So uh, here it's mean like this learning HTML by building cats photo. I think so. Notice that the entire contents of the page are nested within an HTML element, or other elements must be descendants. Or other elements must be descendants of this HTML element at the length attribute with the values. Tag to specify language of the page is English. All pages should begin with doctype. Doctypes. This special string is known as a declaration and ensure the browser tries to meet industry-wide specifications. Add this declaration as the first line of the code. One more thing, you should allow people to use their native language. Tell the browser to encode multiple languages by adding meta element as a child of the head element. Meta charset. Oh my god! We done? What? Oh, we done! We done first exercise of our course. Holy shit! It's really. Oh, we done. We done learn HTML by building cast photo app. HTML tags give a web page its structure. You can use HTML tags on add photos, buttons, and other elements to your code, your web page. In this course, you will learn the most common HTML tags by building your own cat photo app. Oh, oh my god! Oh, really? Seriously? I don't think why is this hard though. Each change in perspective is worth it. It's hard, bro. Like, it's hard to say. Legacy responsive design. I don't know how to say, but have anybody watching me? No. Um, oh, I'm rewatching myself. Uh, it's hard. It's super hard. I don't know how to say, but it's super hard. What I need to learn right now, I don't know. New? Oh, two cars is the same. New responsive web design certification and legacy responsive web design certification is the same. Oh my god, it's hard. It's really hard. It's not easy. I think so. I think tomorrow, what time is it now? It's 4 p.m. I think tomorrow I will learn this course. I will learn this course, like basic HTML and HTML5. Or your start at beginning. So the same, the pole is the same. Oh, never go to bed math, stay up and find. Oh, I'm really tired though. Oh, I think that is enough for today. Oh my god, it's enough for today. Nice to meet you guys. See you later.